Joining us now is Robert Trent, founder and executive director of Sierra Commons, a longtime advisor to rural small businesses with more than 25 years of experience in planning, marketing, and public relations. He's worked with Sierra Small Business Development Center, helping hundreds of entrepreneurs launch, grow, and sell their businesses. Trent was named 2024 Business Person of the Year by the Nevada City Chamber of Commerce and also received the Sierra SBDC Center Star Award for his impact across the region. He joins us to share insights on building strong, sustainable rural economies. Welcome, Robert. Nice to have you here.
Thanks so much.
I know you guys have a lot going on over there. I read about it all the time and on Ubinet and in the union. What are some things that you would love the community to know? What are some new projects?
Well, we are starting our latest food entrepreneurship training on Tuesday, which is really awesome.
Very.
Yeah, we've been working on a program for a couple of years now to help strengthen the local food web by helping entrepreneurs start and grow in the food sector, which that's restaurants or value-added food products, food trucks, and the like.
Yes.
So that's happening. We have a forest entrepreneurship program where we're helping communities stay safe while giving opportunities to the young folks to get jobs and create jobs for themselves that are quite high paying and in high demand.
What kind of jobs are involved?
Well, we help businesses start and grow, so they're entrepreneurs, so they're creating a job for themselves as well as hiring other people.
Right.
But forest entrepreneurship is really wide. At least what we're calling it could be what you might just think of land clearing or arborists or traditional like forestry,
landscaping and forestry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's much broader. There's house hardening, there's a pine cone collection and forest, planting trees, or we've had students that inoculate wattles. So after the fire comes through and it's helping with the erosion, but it's also strengthening helping the land heal
Wattles,
as well.
What a great word.
Yeah.
Love it.
Those things that stop the runoff.
Yes.
So wood products where, you take special woods from the forest that, pines that have blue stain, and then they make it with high-end molding for housing and just anything that has to do with the forest, because we're obviously surrounded by forests, and
of course
it's in crisis.
It's
so
part of our blood. It is who we are.
So and then we do general entrepreneurship, which we've been doing for almost 17 years now, the Business Igniter course. We just graduated a cohort last week. It was our largest cohort ever, 22 students.
Oh, wow.
And we have a new relationship with Sierra College. And so we did the course there for the first time. It was so awesome.
Oh, that's exciting. So a lot of collaboration, a lot of partnerships to make this as relevant to the students as possible and helpful.
Yep, exactly.
I'm sure. So I have a question for you. I have a new business idea.
Okay.
We have a lot of pine needles on our property, and we're just wondering whether there's an energy, source. Can we create something, a compressed, fire log or something out of all the pine needles on our property? Nobody else has pine needles but us, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, your property alone, your property alone may not be enough to sustain a business. One of our students in Yuba County is doing a whole biomass plant and business.
Wow.
Yeah, and so there's a lot of effort. There's a biomass plant effort underway in Grass Valley. So that's a big issue.
It is.
Especially with the fire safe councils and people trying to...
how do you clear? What do you do?
What do you do with all that mass?
Yeah.
And so people are working on that solution on small scale. There's biochar, which the pine needles might not be a perfect candidate for that, but small diameter wood.
Yes. What other kinds of small businesses are you seeing springing up that you're excited about? Can you give us an example?
Well, this area, besides having a lot of forest, there's a lot of artists, so there's a lot of creative people here, and I love working with creative folks, jewelry makers, and specialty products There's a lot of people that want to do community oriented things, whether it's a place for gathering, community building in special niches that they're connected with somehow. It's so rare that we have a student that wants to I want to sell this cheap thing on Amazon and make a killing. It's like, I want to do something that's meaningful to me and our community and make a sustainable living for myself and,
That's
and my
interesting.
kids.
Is that true of this current crop, this current generation of entrepreneurs, or have you noticed that over your long career that people come with the idea of improving the world or helping our community?
It's definitely a trend. And I mean,
Generational.
it's multi-generational, and it's kind of like what the culture of Sierra Commons has developed into, is that we attract that type of folk. Not to say that people that want to do other types of businesses aren't welcome. They are welcome, but it just seems like when we do a cohort, it's like we had someone doing, I do AI, and everyone was like, oh, really? But it turns out it was amazing how to apply AI to do benefit to nonprofits.
Right. Oh.
So it's, even though there's this tech that might be scary, in a way that it's applied that uplifts the community.
Yes. Yeah. A different way of looking at a tool like AI.
Yeah.
It seems to be, quite prevalent in our society now. So may as well find ways to incorporate it.
Exactly.
So this is exciting. And so your food cohort starts next week or this week?
Next week you can go to sierracommons.org and sign up.
See, okay, all right. And we expect samples when the time comes.
Oh yeah, we always have a graduation party where the students show their either sample or sell or wherever they are, depending on their license.
Right. That's true. Right.
But just sign up for our newsletter at sierracommons.org, and we have a list. Another cool thing that people can get involved with is in May, every Sunday in May, the brew house in Nevada City is donating $1 per pint. And so we're doing thematic things every Sunday. There's 5 Sundays in May, including Mother's Day.
Okay.
Yeah. And so from 4 to 6, the Sierra Commons will be there, and we have either a food meetup, forest meetup, meet the board of directors, etc.
So people can come, public can come and meet the entrepreneurs as well?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
And if they're curious about starting a business, then they can just find their people.
Yeah, and have a pint.
Okay,
that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thank
a
you,
pleasure.
Sarah. Yeah,
appreciate it. Good luck.